As the world changes, and so do we, as consumers, we are recognising the toxic world behind one industry in particular: social media. Consumers are now recognising and seeing through the toxic side of social media and these apps that are designed to make us keep coming back for more. More likes, more comments, more validation, more acceptance. On June the 16th, 2020, I felt a deep yearning to connect with parts of myself that I lost. I was sick of the noise that social media brought into my life, and I decided to leave. I deleted Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and TikTok. If you're a regular viewer of my digital minimalism videos, you know that it changed my life. But if you are new here, I hope that it can inspire you to think about the way you use technology and these social media platforms. So here it is, 1 year of no social media in my life. Here is my story. Many people are aware of the dangers of social media on their mental health, energy, and outlook on life. Yet they continue to use it and become lost in the rabbit hole of addiction. When you were a kid, do you remember what it was like waking up in the morning and not checking your phone? Do you remember having the total freedom and space of a less distracted mind? Just getting on with it and starting the day without worrying about what everyone else is doing, and without the burden of hearing opinions of the world about topics before you could even form your own opinion. It's pretty scary to think about the time I wasted on those social media apps. I got completely caught up in them. I quit social media and it's changing my life. So today I'll be sharing my 1 month without any social media whatsoever. I've even got my diary entries. It's actually been 3 months now with not having social media. 6 months ago I quit social media and it changed my life forever. Sharing some journal entries from the first 5 days of social media. Everyone's different, of course, but I kept YouTube obviously because it's a creative platform for me as well. You feel like you need to be acknowledged or liked, or I don't know, whatever reason why someone wants to update or post something. Those moments with myself, I just get to cherish to myself more often. This person you think you should be, this person you think you need to share to others to feel, great or successful, feel better about yourself. It felt like life had already slowed down for me after just 1 day of no social media. I was becoming attached to those likes, to those comments, to followers. Since sharing a lot of my journey of no social media on YouTube, I always get the typical comments from people saying, "You didn't quit social media because you're on YouTube," and a lot of others similar to that. But in all honesty, I think these people are focusing on too much of the label of it. Quitting social media is not always linear. I found that adjusting what works for us is the best thing to do individually. Or else we are depriving ourselves of the positive things that social media does actually bring to us. YouTube can become addictive like other platforms, but there are many people who choose to keep this platform for their own reasons. Quitting social media doesn't mean quitting at all, but instead choosing digital tools and platforms that work best for us, and leaving behind the rest. In some cases, it's not actually the platforms, but it's the addiction that forms from using these platforms on our digital devices. It's those habits that are formed and ingrained into our brains. By choosing a minimalistic digital approach, people have overcome these addictions and habits and took back control and freedom of their lives. As I've progressed more on my journey and learned many of my lessons, the most significant aspect of quitting social media 1 year later has been the fact that I took my life back into my hands. I was no longer being controlled by my phone. The feeling is like waking up again after being asleep and seeing the world through new lenses. I was present. I was calmer. I got to know myself. I got to discover elements of my life that I needed to let go of, and other elements of my life that I wanted to embrace more. Quitting social media has allowed me to focus on the goals in my life. It's allowed me to stay in my own lane and do things for myself, not anyone else. If you are wanting to quit social media but keep putting it off, my advice is just to do it, because you'll discover a whole new world, and most importantly, that world involves a lot of work on your own self. I actually missed the beginning stages of my no social media journey because earlier on I could notice more of the positive side effects. But now, 1 year later, it's normal for me. Living life with fewer digital distractions complements the life that I want to live. I want to be present in all areas of my life, and using social media distracted me from that. So I simply just let it go. My journey is not perfect. There were a couple of occasions where I reactivated my Instagram account. I think a deep part of me was giving in to this urge deep inside, and that urge led me to reactivate my account again. But it did not magically fill a hole I felt inside my heart. I didn't feel connected to others again. I felt the same as I did before I deleted those apps. There is nothing wrong at all with giving in to these urges. I think they can be a benefit to us. For me, that benefit was remembering why I deleted social media in the first place. So I want to remind you that just because I do share this journey of my life, it doesn't mean I'm doing it perfectly. We all make mistakes. We are human after all. But that's how we learn, isn't it? That's how we change and evolve. So, what now, you may ask? For my current journey, I feel using fewer social media platforms and tools in my life is the right thing for me. And to be honest, I don't know what the future holds. But choosing to take back my freedom and control again is liberating. And I'll continue to spread this message on the one platform that I do have. I'll continue to share my journey of whatever this involves into. Thank you so much for watching. And if you would like to see more of my journey, you can find more videos on my channel about my no social media journey. I also created a Discord group this year for others who are doing a social media detox, so you can also check that out in the description. Bye everyone.